'Twas the night before Christmas, and one was asleep. A triathlete, I figure. You can tell by the beep. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, and still one was awake, shaving legs bare. Presenters all nestled and snug in their beds, while visions of swimming and bikes in their head. What joys do await when they tiptoe below? Welcome one and all to our Christmassy show.
Merry Christmas from GTN.
And welcome to Fraser's home.
Yeah, I mean, I have been dying to show you guys this place.
This is some house, Fraser. Check out that Christmas tree, it's huge.
Wow.
Yeah, it is, but actually, a little secret, this isn't my house at all. But it is Hank, our good friend from GCN's family home.
It is, and you might be wondering what we're doing here. Well, as it's Christmas Day, we thought we might as well have a Christmas special. So we've donned our pajamas and we've been eating our mince pies. Hopefully you guys are as well. And we thought we'd take a little bit of time to reflect on 2019.
Yeah, so on that note, what have we learned from this year? Well, a few things. And firstly, it is that Lucy Charles and her dog's Instagram has, well, more followers than, well, me.
There, mate. I mean, afraid not me yet.
Oh, really?
Probably soon.
I think I'm just ahead of the dog, but yeah, I don't think I'm secure for very long.
Oh, so it's just me that
Don't
has
feel
to
too bad.
work hard.
Work on those throwbacks. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, another thing we've learned is Cam Worth does not hold back on social media. No, I mean, in fact, he loves to torment his competitors.
Yeah, I mean, even in Kona, he decided to wear a Lionel Sanders fan t-shirt and turn up to Lionel Sanders' Zwift workout at the expo. I mean, that was quite funny.
He is the ultimate troll, I think.
Yeah, that is quite bold. Well, we also learnt, Fraser, that you haven't yet perfected the skill of hula hooping.
Okay, that was pretty... Oh, it's pretty awful. Right, okay, try again. Better than 2.4.
No, but Patrick was quite good at it, actually, so that made me look even worse. And finally, we also learned that you don't even need a time trial bike to win the World 70.3 Championship.
Yeah, very true. We saw Gustav Iden with that impressive performance. It definitely shook things up a little bit, I think.
Absolutely.
Well, it has been an absolutely jam-packed year with some huge moments for us here on GTN. Now, I remember way back to the beginning of the year to our little outing over to London for the Monopoly Challenge. Remember that?
I can't forget it because I got to be the Monopoly man.
No,
was
Fraser,
hilarious.
you got the sort of easy deal, but I guess...
Yeah, you guys
didn't-
were working a little bit harder than I was that day, but it was a really warm February day, so I was sweating quite a lot underneath that hat and that jacket.
Tough job.
And also, I got to put some cleats on a Boris bike.
You've never looked so aero before, Mark, I must admit.
I did get some funny looks as we finished the video and I had to get that Boris bike back to the station. And people were finishing their working day, commuting, like, what are you doing?
Full lycra, cleats a lot. You look the part for a London commuter.
Fun. Great getaway speed from the lights though.
Yeah, you did well.
Well, then after that, wasn't long till we managed to go to America once you got your visa, Fraser, and then we were off to Oceanside, where it was a pretty action-packed, fun trip.
It was, and just to elaborate on what Heather meant there, when we were in London, I had actually had to go to the US Embassy beforehand to try and get my visa. They didn't let me have a visa, so I had to go back. But anyway, as
We
Heather
got you
said,
in the
I
end.
eventually was allowed into the US.
There was a reason for us doing the Monopoly Challenge, clearly, just for you to get your visa. But I hear you guys got up to, well, you did an ocean cleanup whilst you're out there.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty cool to see the efforts that those guys were going to out there, and some interesting sculptures that were made from
We
all
had
the
an
rubbish.
enormous straw made out of lots and lots of individual straws, so that was quite powerful, and we had a huge bucket of cigarette butts as well, didn't we? Which was,
that's exciting.
certainly
But
telling.
alongside that trip, we had quite an exciting, interesting visit, which I know you were in your element in.
It
Fraser,
was
weren't you?
my
Tell us
favourite part of
about
the
it.
whole trip. We got to visit Bob Babbitt's own personal home because he has an entire triathlon museum inside of it. So he invited us back and it was just brilliant. You'd have loved it.
What's your best bit from it?
There was some over-the-top Oakley sunglasses, loved them. He also had some bone-conducting headphones from back in the day, which was just incredible that they would wear around their shoulders.
just
and
like
It looked like it
draped
probably
over,
weighed like
yeah.
10 kilos or something.
Absolutely. I mean, he had like endless amounts of incredible triathlon memorabilia.
It wasn't there one bit you got excited about that was nothing to do with triathlon and just how he watches his old footage on his TV?
His TV, yeah, his TV was possibly bigger than me and Mark combined.
Deeper than it was wide.
Yeah, it was definitely
Not the shape of you guys.
It was an antique. But no, Bob was brilliant. He really showed us all of his really. I just thought it was incredibly exciting stuff from over the ages, really, of triathlon. It was brilliant.
Cool insight.
Well, moving on from Bob Babbitt and on to the 1,000-calorie challenge, where we raced to burn 1,000 calories. And I had the stupid idea of trying to run as hard as I could for as long as I could with a altitude mask on.
It looked special, that's for sure.
You didn't really wear it for very long, you know.
No, I was going to die.
And I can't really forget that either, because I had this mad idea that if I layered up in at least 10 layers, I would burn lots of calories, and I think I did.
But you say mad idea, you won.
Well,
You won the challenge.
I think you're slightly scarred by it now, because we head out in the winter and you're in shorts and t-shirt.
No, I'm allergic to layers when I'm running, and I'm Scottish.
Yeah.
And then obviously Heather with her intervals.
Yeah. That was a good training session. That's what I put it down to. It helped for the season that was to come.
And that obviously was something we all did together. But what about personal challenges and achievements? You've got a good one.
Yeah, well, I think we all have. I mean, I did focus on running, hence why the intervals and the challenge kind of helped me, because that was ahead of the half marathon. Then I did my first marathon thanks to the help of Fraser and got just under 3 hours, didn't we? It was
snuck
7
right under
seconds
there.
under, but yeah, that was definitely a highlight.
Yeah, and not to forget also the fact that you then went on to complete Comrades Ultra Marathon.
Yeah, well,
which is how far?
87K, only K. I mean, the thought of doing that right now is, miles away. But I mean, I watched from afar as you guys tackled something kind of on the same scale of endurance with Keltman and Norseman.
First of all, we had Keltman.
Yeah, I was up first for, Mark and I thought we would get an extreme extra triathlon done this year, and mine was first in June, and went back to the motherland in Scotland. Scotland?
Yeah. I mean, you guys both went for the cold ones. Doesn't appeal.
It was brilliant. I loved doing it, and then that set us up for going to Norway for.
Well, yeah. I mean, actually seeing how much you suffered in Keltman, especially on the run, that looked hard. I was a little bit nervous going into Norseman, but what an experience! It was great going to the finish line with you.
Yeah, it was really fun. The fact that we were able to support and be
Cassie,
together.
My girlfriend. You as well, but Cassie as well.
You don't get in trouble on Christmas Day for that one, Mark.
Yeah, no, I think we definitely did some good stuff this year, so maybe more next year. Cook up some ideas.
Well, I think it's fair to say we've had a pretty great year here on GTN, but now let's cut back to the festivities for a second, because I know this isn't what Christmas is all about, but think back to being a kid and the idea of getting presents. You get super excited about it. You dream about that big present that will come on Christmas Day. What would be your dream present this year? Go ridiculous, be as big as you like with it.
I don't reckon you guys have stopped dreaming or being kids somehow. Fraser, start us off.
Well, I kind of already got my, I've already got my present, because I very luckily got a brand new felt time trial bike.
It is a very nice bike too.
Love it, so I'm
So you're not
good.
wishing for anything?
No, I'm happy with that.
That's very nice.
That's very good. I can't say I'm quite as easily satisfied as you. And Mark, you said go big. I've gone a little bit bigger. I have recently been inspired by some amazing pain caves we've had sent in, but also because I'm doing the Zwift Tri Academy, so I'm doing a lot more of my training indoors, and it's horrible outside. I would just love a pain cave. Then I'd have no excuses.
Just a whole room.
Yeah, I mean, I need the room,
basically.
and then the treadmill. And I used to hate treadmill running, but I'm kind of getting into it now, and especially having something to kind of aim for, and just being able to have the bike next to you. That would be quite.
We'll ask Hank if he's got some space.
Yeah.
So a nice new treadmill.
Well, not just the treadmill. But we'll
Everything-
start with the treadmill. Okay.
What about you?
Well, I think I'm just intrigued by these Morph Tech bars that Anthony Costa's got, and we saw some on Alan Hovder's at Norseman, and they collapsed out.
They just look so scary.
Yeah,
I just
want to try them out, see what they're about. They're probably ridiculous, but I just want to give them a go.
Yeah, well, I knew we could count on you to get the tech things rolling, Mark. So on that note, what is there from the tech that we looked at this year that really caught our eyes?
I'm going to come straight in here. No surprises. I have, and I've bored you all with this already, but the Form swimming goggles with the augmented reality display in them, so they can show you in real time the pace you're swimming at, even the heart rate now as well. I just think, because I think for a while, swimming has been stuck in the dark ages compared to cycling and running. And finally, I mean, coming from a swimming background as well, it's great to see it sort of making that step up to that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed playing around, or borrowing rather, with your swimming goggles.
You were set for Christmas, remember?
I forgot. We've got my new ones. I need to start
Oh,
using them.
nice. I maybe need to start swimming again and actually borrow them, because...
And what about you? Can you think of something that's stuck out?
I mean, I think, and we didn't actually mention it, we talked about things that have happened this year that have been pretty exciting. And outside of triathlon, the fact that we've seen that 2-hour marathon record get broken, which is pretty, I know it's not official, but still, that's just epic. And with that comes the technology side, obviously, of the Nike Vaporfly, the next percent, and how now all the shoes are changing. And, you know, we've not yet had a chance to run in something like that, but I'm really fascinated by where technology is going, and the fact that it's so much so that, you know, the Athletics Federation are kind of worrying about having to ban shoes and things, just shows that, you know, running technology, which has kind of been ignored,
Well,
is
yeah,
now
no, I think that's a really good point, actually, because we've seen that kind of process happening in cycling and swimming even,
with the
actually,
suits
weirdly,
and stuff,
with the suits, but running, that's rarely happening because it's
Yeah.
a simple sport.
So all you want is some carbon-plated running shoes.
Yeah,
for you,
anything that will help me run faster, Fraser.
as well as your treadmill.
Okay, yeah, then I'll be flying.
I was thinking about something that's a little bit different, but more from the recovery side of things. I was blown away by these really cool suits that you can get into that are ice-filled, that basically pump iced water throughout whether you got them in your legs or you can wear them in your arms. And I tried them on at one of the expos this year. I'm pretty sure it was in Oceanside. I tried them on. I just thought they were brilliant. I mean,
Do you know, right now, I think if you could have one of those and pump hot water through
I was thinking the
that would be
same.
amazing. I'm like, so I can't really get much closer to the fire, but that would be just like, the warm suit that just kind of snuggles you.
I'm not sure how good that would be for recovery or compression, but yeah, I guess we can try.
Maybe. Okay, guys, I think you've got a little carried away on the tech, so let's bring it back, but have a little bit of fun. How about a game of charades, but with obviously a triathlon theme?
Okay.
Okay, so what do we do?
Well, we've got some triathlon names of some well-known athletes that we've all got to guess by acting out.
Here we go.
And
I gather here's some you've made earlier, Mark.
Right, so I'll take that one on the top.
No cheating. I hope you don't know what's on there, Mark.
I've got my name.
Okay, who wants to go first?
Go on, Fraser. You
Right.
seemed pretty ready for this one.
I have got. Can I give any clues here?
No, it's charades. You've got to be
Can you not
quiet.
remember the charades game? How?
Remind me.
You're not allowed to talk.
You're not allowed to talk. You've got to act everything.
Sorry, guys. Right. Okay. Right. I'm gonna go straight in with.
We know it's
You're a lot of talking going on here.
Yeah, and we know it's an athlete, so you don't have to do like films or anything like that. You just
Right. Straight off.
The Blazeman roll.
Kona
Matt
finish.
Russell. Matt Russell.
Well done.
Matt Russell, you got it.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right. Do you
What
want to go
about you?
next?
Alrighty. Here we go.
Swimmer.
Yeah.
Josh Ambrosian. Josh Ambrosian.
Yeah. Fastest at Kona. Oh.
Oh, hair.
Or long hair. He's got long hair. He's got a mullet.
Baby. Baby.
Animal. Dog. Girl, long hair. Lucy Charles.
Oh,
Thank you, Fraser. Come
Why do
on,
we go?
you two.
All right, me next. I needed a bit of a run up for this one. Okay.
Oh my.
Are you ready? Okay.
Someone with a wooden leg.
Wouldn't notice that anywhere. You're just not running. He's not
like I'm
running
from,
nearly fast
Like
enough.
Frankenstein or something. You know it, don't you?
I
Keep
know.
going. Go on, Fraser.
That's Lionel Sanders.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh, sorry, Lionel, but
Sorry,
yeah.
he's an amazing runner considering.
way faster than we could ever be with a limp.
Well, moving on, and it wouldn't be a GTN show without taking a look through some of your photos that you've sent in to us. So we've got some pain caves to kick off with here.
We do, and the first one here, I think you guys are gonna like it. I found this one. It was from David in Rotorua in New Zealand, and look at this garage.
That is incredible.
Such a large space, isn't it?
Is this what you're after, Heather?
I'd be happy with that. Yeah, I mean.
He says, this is my garage on the hill. Can either watch GTN or look at the view, so that's a good choice. This picture is from a post-night shift break session after being awake for 16 hours. So
wow,
that's impressive.
Dedication,
work,
that is.
Next up is William, and you guys will laugh at
Oh,
me.
I was going to say, did you put this together, Fraser?
Track
did.
speed concept.
Oh, yeah.
But he has got quite an incredible setup here.
Yeah, nice. So he's got his Wahoo kicker, Trek Speed concept on.
Got the kicker climb as well.
Oh, kicker climb, yeah. And a Dyson fan in front of it. Then a huge TV. He's almost like immersed into the TV.
And he has got GTN on the laptop underneath the TV. So
Hope that wasn't just token.
And what's this off to the left?
Fish tank.
Brilliant, why not?
Apparently, William says it's for relaxing.
Oh, okay. For the
I think
easy
if you're
bikes.
doing a long session on your bike, though, just make you want to wee, hearing the water. You have to like get off and run. Was that just me? Sorry.
Just on your own, I think.
Okay, all right. Let's move on.
Our next one is from Jose. This is his S-Works Shift TT in Amsterdam, and I actually have this bike.
He's bringing. Oh yeah, actually I didn't think of that when I put this together. It's not a Trek, it's Mark's old. But he's bringing the outdoors into the indoors.
Oh yeah,
clever.
See, I would
wallpaper.
accept a pain cave like that as well. I'm, not that fussy. Treadmill and a turbo.
Right, now next up we've got one all the way from France, and this is a Canyon Speedmax SLX 2019. You've got one of them.
Yeah.
2018 one, haven't you?
I have, yeah, and this is from Marion.
But really, all of that aside, what really catches our eye in this picture is the brightness.
Yeah, so this is like a real life Tron bike from
Yeah,
Zwift.
it does look like we're looking at our Zwift computer screen there, doesn't it?
And apparently this is Continental Reflex tyres that have made a very bright effect. But
Yeah. I mean, probably a little easier to get hold of than riding, 51,000 metres.
Yeah, I'm still
uphill.
working towards that one. Yeah. That's cool.
Oh, well, the next one's pretty special, isn't it?
this one, we all remember this one.
Okay, yeah, so we thought we'd have a little bit of a throwback to probably the most ridiculous pain cave of the year. And this one was sent in by Chris from Cannes in France. And this is his Canyon Ultimate
Well, I can't actually see the Canyon.
He calls it a pain room. I'm not. Yeah, it's definitely not pain cave, is it?
No,
with
on
this
the back,
one?
on the back of a. I'm going to call it a boat.
Yeah.
Just a little boat.
I think
a little motorboat.
I think yacht's probably the more appropriate term. But if this is your boat, Chris, then we're rather jealous
We are super
because
jealous.
that looks incredible. And that view
Yeah.
of the Cannes waterfront is
Yeah, when you've got a view like that, you don't even need GTN to watch, do you?
No, noted. This is not there.
Well, to finish off the show this week, we thought we'd reminisce on the highlights of the year. And I thought we could pick out the biggest moment of the year. So, guys, what do you reckon?
Well, I would say the standout moment for me was Gustav Eden at the World 70.3s in Nice. I mean, remember, didn't even need a time trial bike to win that race.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I mean, I was lucky enough to actually get to chat to him afterwards, and I was like, oh, so because there was a bit of conversation because it was a hilly bike course of why some people might decide different bikes, and he was like, well, that's all I had. So that's why he rode a road bike. Yeah. And it was like, he's now world champion, and he's, had sponsors throwing themselves at him since.
And not to forget, this was just a week after the WTS Grand Final where
he placed
fourth there as well. So it wasn't like he was way down the ranks and came over. He was in shape for both ITU and 70.3, and that's impressive.
Yeah, it's going to take some beating, or maybe it's not. Maybe we're now starting to see a new age of athletes who are literally able to win at both distances simultaneously.
And sorry, just to add to Gustav, the thing I also loved is he crossed the line wearing that cap that he found on the side.
It's exploded, hasn't it, that story?
He's got a lot of Taiwanese fans now, apparently, because of that cap.
Yeah.
And on the women's side, what stands out? I mean, I'm pretty sure that I know what my standout is.
I'm going to say
guys?
Annie Haug.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been more of a consistent sort of rise, hasn't it? From the podium last year to then winning Kona. But she's such a quiet athlete that just gets on with it. You don't really know. She pulled out of a race beforehand because she didn't need to do it, and then she just comes and nails it when she needs to. And she's just so unassuming. I think it's quite refreshing.
Proving yet again that to win in Hawaii, you have to probably have been on the podium the year before, because
You love this theory,
I
don't
do.
you?
Well, it's not really a theory, it's fact. Well, there's an awful lot of podiums from the year before who've gone on to win Hawaii.
So if someone wins out of the blue next year, we're like, no, sorry.
Yeah, you need to
Go back. You just need
go
to get on the
back in
podium
time.
first.
Yeah. No, I think those are some pretty standout performances.
Yes, I know it's Christmas and I'm getting in the festive spirit, but it doesn't mean that the Zwift Triathlon Academy stops, and I am a bit of catch up. I've done my TT race last week, but I've just finished today the number 4 workout, which was the endurance stimulation. So I've mixed them around a little bit because I've been away and I'm trying to get back with my fitness, but also getting these done. And I have to admit, it's not Christmas Day right now. I did film this before we filmed the show, and that was quite an enjoyable session. It was the longest one, that's why I've put it off. It was an hour and 15, but It was quite enjoyable, and I feel like my fitness is starting to come back a little bit, but I didn't cheat, I doubled up. So by now you might have watched our Christmas calorie challenge burn off. Well, I've used this at the start of that, so thought killed two birds with one stone. The run part of the Swiss Triathlon Academy is not going as well. I did have a bit of time off running, so I'm gonna put the race off and try and do that in the new year. Anyway, happy Christmas.
Right, that sadly brings us to the end of another GTN show and almost the end of the shows for this year. But
if you're still here and not in a food coma.
yeah, maybe
Or
you're
you've drunk too much sherry and you're just sort of on the sofa, yeah.
struggling through your last couple spoonfuls of Christmas pudding.
To be honest, I probably switched off by now. I'll be watching the Queen's speech. So.
Oh, good shout.
Yeah, don't forget that.
Very traditional of you.
Yeah, well, hopefully you have enjoyed our video, so please hit that thumb up like button and find the globe on screen to make sure you get all the other videos on GTN. And then you need to see some other videos.
Yeah, if you are a little bit worried about the amount you might have just consumed today, then fear not, because we have done a little challenge between the three of us to see how we can burn off our Christmas meal. So check that out down here.
Yeah, and if you'd like a little laugh at our expense, you can see the GTN
More phrases.
bloopers. Does seem to be a lot of Fraser featured in there. You see that by clicking just down here.